Hey guys, it's me, Carrie. This one's going to be a chitty chatty video, so if you're not into that, feel free to move on and watch something else. Peace to you. But this one's going to be a little bit of a chitty chatty one. Number one, because I feel like it, and number two, because my previous video, I just swatched my nails, so my nails are drying, so I can't do any review things until my nails are dry, so I can open packages and stuff. But this video is about my passion, my love. Other than my husband and my cats and my family, I love to write. That's been my thing. I wrote my first poem that I can recall that I actually have a copy of when I was 7 years old, and I still remember what it was. My very first poem was called I Wonder If ... That's how I wrote it. And it was, I wonder if the moon would be a place my cat would like to see. Would there be moon mice to chase way up there in outer space? And at the time, P.S., I did not have a cat. It was just me, wanting a cat. I didn't end up getting my first cat till I was 12-ish. But anyway, ever since I was 7, poetry's been a comfort and a love for me. I write other things too. I write, memoirish stuff, slice of life, randomness about my life. I used to write a lot more short fiction and long fiction. I actually wrote a novella unpublished, of course, never submitted it anywhere. My junior year in college, I took a semester-long program called Long Fiction, and that the goal was to write one piece throughout the whole entire semester and complete it, and I did, and it was amazing to have that sense of accomplishment because it's hard for me to write anything longer than a page or two. I start stuff and I don't generally finish it. That's probably why poetry speaks to me so much, because poetry has a beginning, middle, and end. It's generally not longer than a page, if even that long. It's at least my poetry. I don't write like, epic, poetry. But I love it so much, and occasionally I forget how much pleasure and joy I get out of doing it. And then last night, out of the clear blue sky, my dear friend Marianne shared on her Facebook a memory from, I think it was 2 years ago, St. Patrick's Day, where she had shared a poem that her incredible mother had written. I've not met Marianne's mom, but Marianne's incredible, so clearly her mom must be as well. But it was a beautiful, beautiful piece. It really spoke to me and it touched my heart, and I commented, that basically to Marianne, and then I just started writing and I couldn't stop, and I wrote like 4 or 5 poems last night, and it made me feel so good. I actually published them. I published them. I guess publishing poetry could be publishing. I posted, it's got a little posted, published poetry, okay, but I posted them on my Instagram, which is at PerseveringStar if you guys want to check out my stuff. But I love writing poetry, and it was just so cool that Marianne just happened to share this memory, and I happened to read it at just the right time, that I thought, yeah, I need to write. Right now, I need to write some stuff. I also wrote a piece for Marianne that I texted her last night that has not been published yet or posted yet, but that's just for her right now. But yeah, she was really, she appreciated it, and that means a lot. She's such an awesome person. I mean, I'm so freaking lucky. I don't know how I have such amazing friends. It sucks that most of you are scattered far and wide, like across the country and across the world, and we can't, like, hang out and do coffee together and stuff. Although I have Skyped a couple of times with my friend Jane, and in a kind of formal setting. She does something called Jane's Dancing Hands, which is a whole other thing that I can talk to you about ad nauseum, but I will do that another day if you're interested. But yeah, my dear friend Jane taught me a little bit about the world of Skype, so I guess I could technically Skype with friends in other parts of the world, and we could drink coffee on camera, and that would be fantastic. My friend Alba's been on me to do that for years. If you are by any chance watching, sweetie, I don't know if you are, because I haven't seen you much on social media lately, but yeah, I want to do that someday for sure. But anyway, it's hard having my friends be scattered far and wide, and our primary source of communication is obviously social media, text on a screen, and that's good in a way, because that's always been the area I felt most comfortable expressing myself in the written word. But and talking on the phone is very intimidating to me still. I do speak on the phone on rare occasions with few people because when I actually do it, like I usually end up feeling really good about it. But actually picking up the phone and making the call is scary to me. I don't know why. It's especially scary with like business related stuff, like even calling to make doctor's appointments, like gives me hives practically. I just freak the hell out about it. I don't know why. Um, I'm going to practice that though. I have some politicians. My therapist has recommended that I start calling some politicians because we actually have similar political views, if not exactly the same. And we discussed that a little bit in therapy last Thursday. And she said, that would be a good way to, get you over your fear of talking on the phone. And I said, well, yeah, because I'll probably get voicemails. And she said, you will mostly, but you may get live people too, but you can handle that. It's a good way to literally and figuratively make your voice heard. So I'm going to try working on that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I just felt like chit-chatting with you guys a little bit today. How are you? Leave me comments. Let me know what's going on in your lives, how everything's going. Hopefully it's going well. Nothing exciting to speak of in my life right now. You guys probably know if you watch my other videos, Monster-Mania was last weekend. I still have my VIP bracelet on, even though Monster-Mania ended on Sunday and today is Saturday. My husband and I just get really sentimental about it. It's such a special weekend for us. It's legit our only vacation generally each year. We go twice a year to Cherry Hill, New Jersey for 3 days. Well, we get there on Friday, we leave Monday morning, so technically 3.5 days, I guess, of the most amazing fun. And if you ever get the chance to go to this convention and you're into horror movies at all, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's amazing. That's actually where I met my friend Marianne last August, and yeah, she's amazeballs, and the con is amazeballs, and you would love it. I promise you. Even if you are a shy introvert like I am still in many, many ways, you'll find a family there. And it's cool to interact with the celebrities, don't get me wrong. But some of the most special times, especially with this particular past con, was seeing friends, other fellow con-goers that we've gotten to know over the years, meeting new ones that we actually have communicated with on Facebook but had yet to meet in person. I'm looking at you, Abby. Getting to meet new vendors and stuff and reunite with friends that are vendors that we've gotten to know through the con and see each, twice a year now when they come. Hopefully they will keep on coming because they have amazing work, and they're fun to talk to, and they're awesome people. And I consider them friends now. We may not know each other super well yet, but, we communicate on social media when we can. And some of them we don't even, but even just chit-chatting in person when we're there is super fun. And, like I said, meeting the celebrities is really, really fun most of the time. There have been a few celebs that I've met that I could have lived without meeting because they are very, very much invested in the fact that they are celebs, and they've forgotten that they're actually human beings first, and that, they put on their pants one leg at a time, and they use the toilet, and they, have hard days just like the rest of us. They're no better, they're just better known. So yeah, but anyway, for the most part though, the vast majority of the people that I've met there celebrity wise have been fabulous. And no, I'm not going to say who was bad. Maybe if I know you on a personal level and you ask me on Facebook, I might, but otherwise, excuse me, I'm not dishing dirt. And I also have to take into consideration that they're there to make money, and a lot of the times I go up to tables and just want to shake somebody's hand or give them a hug and tell them I appreciate their work, because I can't afford to, pay $20 for a snapshot at the least, or, $40-50 for an autograph picture from every single person that I meet. In fact, this con, excuse me, I didn't purchase any autographs at all. I did pay for a snapshot with Louise Fletcher because she's freaking amazing, and my God, an Academy Award winner and brilliant, and when am I ever going to have the opportunity to take a picture with her again? So that was $20, very well spent. I paid to get photos with a couple other people. Several of them were willing to take photos with me for free, either at the VIP party or just at their tables, because they're fantastic. Richard Mazer is such a nice guy. He in particular was super awesome to me. And I just got such childhood feels, because obviously I'm a child of the 80s. I was born in 73, so I grew up on One Day at a Time, and Richard Mazer was one of Anne Romano's boyfriends. I don't know if they got married on the show, I can't remember, but that was my first introduction to Richard Mazer, and I grew up with him, and TV movies galore. And I just was introduced to his work in The Thing, which he was there primarily for. They were doing a Thing reunion. I want to say maybe 2-3 months ago. We knew that they were doing this Thing reunion panel at the con, and my husband was like, "You have to watch this damn movie before we go." So I did, and I loved it. And obviously he's in that too, and so many other things. But he was a super nice guy. I don't know, so many awesome people. I had some really tender, personal experiences with a couple of the celebrities when I opened up about things, and they in turn opened up about things. And it was super, super special. Kane Hodder is an amazing guy. I love him. If you don't know Kane Hodder, he played Jason in Friday the 13th, starting, I believe, with part 7 through 10, I think. Was he in 6 too? I think it was starting with 7. I'm not absolutely certain about that. It was the one with the girl who had telekinesis. I can't remember if that's 6 or 7, but that was the first one where he was Jason. But far beyond his stunt work and his acting, he's just a hell of a nice guy. Really genuine, awesome person. If you ever have the opportunity to meet him, definitely do so. He's just terrific. But yeah, I wasn't even intending to talk about Monster-Mania or celebrities or meeting people. This is just when I go off on tangents. And I gotta stop moving my hands on camera, because I think that's what makes the focus go wonky, and I get the Kung Fu movie effect where the movements don't match the vocals. But I don't know. I'm thinking that might be why that happens sometimes. But anyway, so I'm writing poetry and basking in the pleasure that brings me, which is immense. I'm actually finally being courageous at age 43 and reaching out to friends who are published authors. I have a couple dear friends. One of them works for an online publication that used to be in print, but now it's just online. And another dear friend who is a director and a writer. He directs tons of commercials. He directed a fabulous feature film that I absolutely adore, and he wrote it as well. So I'm saying to myself, stupid, you have these fabulous resources. Because my excuse for not submitting, honestly, it's not fear of rejection. I mean, obviously that's going to come, and it's going to come often. It's not that, honestly. It's legitimately not being informed as to where to submit. I mean, my husband's advice is always just submit to everything. But I mean, you can't submit, a poem to Newsweek. They're not going to publish that. I need to find appropriate venues that will, first of all, even read unsolicited manuscripts. And second of all, that, my work might actually be a fit for. So even though, the 2 friends I reached out to, actually a third friend as well, who is an actress but writes amazing poetry, and just every word out of her mouth is poetry. Hi, Jane, if you're watching. I've reached out to all those 3 people and said, honestly, if you can give me any direction as to where to submit, please help me, because I really, really want to do it. So we'll see what comes of that. Hopefully something. If any of you guys are writers or know of writers and have any resources or suggestions, please comment them down below, because I would love anybody's input that you can offer. I would prefer not to go the self-publishing route for no reason other than I want an actual press, an actual publishing company or an actual publication, a magazine or what have you, to choose me. It's really important to me. I may go self-publishing at some point. We'll see. I know that's always an option that's out there. I have no problem with it. I respect it. It's it's certainly a legitimate way to go. But just because I'm me, and I have the issues that I have, and the brain dysfunction that I have, and the self-esteem issues that I have, I want someone to choose me and say, yes, we pick you, we want you, because that's just always been important to me. But yeah, any advice that any of you guys have to give would be so appreciated, whether it's a publication, an online, place, you know, it doesn't even have to be for pay. I mean, ideally, I would love to be paid to write, but if I could just get my name out there in some way, shape, or form, other than just my own, you know, my own blog or my own Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or social media, that would be fantastic. So, yeah, I'm asking, and if you have any advice to give, please, please, please do comment down below. I would appreciate that so, so much. But and before this gets any longer, and the three of you who are still watching decide to take a nap or click off, I will end this video. But thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me when you watch any of my videos, but it means an especially lot, and that's really bad grammar, but it means a whole awful lot even more when you take the time to watch my chitty chat, you know, vloggy type things. I mean, I guess this is a vlog, right? Like, a vlog is technically just a person, like, sharing life on camera. You don't have to actually, like, go places and do things, right? Correct me if I'm wrong about the term, but, yeah, I think this is considered vlogging. So, when you watch my vloggy stuff, it's especially meaningful to me because you're just letting me share a piece of myself with you. It's not about a product. It's not about what did she buy today or whatever, what is she wearing. Although I've never done that, one of those videos. I probably wouldn't do that because then I'd have to show you like my whole body head to toe on camera, and I don't feel particularly comfortable about that. I have some weight to lose and self-esteem issues regarding that as well. So just putting my face on camera was huge. I've only been doing that since August, but all right, yeah, I'm going to shut up now. Thank you so, so much for watching, you guys. Please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it. And please subscribe if you haven't already, if, you know, you're into what I'm offering. Please, 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 if you feel, you know, your heart moves you, share my links that I post on my Facebook page. I do have a Facebook page for this channel. Just look for Butterflies Landing on Facebook, and you can click like, I think it's like, or follow, or whatever the terminology is on Facebook. I forget between all the different types of social media, if you're liking, or you're following, or subscribing, but whatever. Check out my Facebook page, and I do post all the links to my videos there. And if the spirit moves you, share them on your page. I would really appreciate that. I'm trying so hard to grow the channel, and I'm really not sure how to go about doing that other than by asking for your guys' help. So if that's something that the spirit moves you to do, again, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. I'm trying to do this heart without putting my fingernails together because my polish still may be drying, but I love you guys, and thank you for watching. Have an awesome day, and I will see you soon with more stuff. Bye.